Hello, Knights fans. Welcome to another edition of the Knights Baseball Roundup. I'm, of course, joined by the head of the FDU baseball program, Gary Puccio. Gary, coming off the 5th annual first pitch dinner, how you feeling today?
Doing well, Ryan. How you doing? Maryland treated you a little tough with the snow.
Well, we had to stay an extra day this past weekend when we were down in Mount St. Mary's for women's basketball, but that's okay. Had to miss the first pitch dinner. Let's talk about the first pitch dinner. By all accounts, it was a fantastic time. Great speeches, great times. Give me some thoughts. How was it?
Yeah, we actually ended up with about 184 people there, which is incredible because it was snowing and the weather was not good. Roads hadn't been paved, so it was like playing baseball up here. It was just a typical day. So to get that many people to come out on a night like that is just. We actually were up to about 208 reservations. So kind of hoping next year we actually have 200 people at it. But it was the biggest one yet, and the feedback I've gotten from most of the people was all pretty positive. Food was real good. Everybody loved the steak, and there was a senior video that seemed to be a big hit with a lot of people. So overall, I think a very good night for us.
All right, excellent. I mean, could you pick out a favorite moment of that night?
Yeah, when it ended, because my glasses were sliding off my face, and it was incredible. There's the little things that go wrong. So. I was reading stats. Who knows if some of them were real or not? But what the heck, do what you got to do. But no, like I said, the speakers were all good, and food was good, and the kids liked it. Senior video was good, and obviously at the end of the night we gave away the first pitch to the kid to throw the first pitch of the season. What's happened now with the weather is who knows when that first pitch will be. That's all.
5 years now, the dinner's starting to build momentum. It's, like you said, biggest it's been. Now, the coolest moment of the night usually is the first pitch awardee given by John Bittman. Who got it this year?
Yeah, what was really special about this year's first pitch, it's always a special moment. The kids all try to find out ahead of time who's getting it and everything else. But what made it an even more special moment this year was Joe Borelli, who's a senior and has been a starter in the conference for us for 4 years, was the recipient of the first pitch ball this year. And John Bittman, of course, is the guy who goes around and gives it to them. And John's been his sponsor for 4 years, so it made it even really special. By the way, I do want to mention too our Adopt a Player program. I got a lot of checks that night, and we still got a couple of kids left to adopt. So if any of the alumni or anyone's interested, please call my office and give it a shot, because we'd like to get the whole team covered, and we're very, very close to that happening too. But getting back to Joe, I know Joe was very happy. First time he's ever gotten the ball in his 4 years, and it's probably long overdue. I'm a big Borelli fan, and there was probably a time 2 years ago that he should have got it, and I didn't give it to him. And sometimes you try to not show favoritism when everyone knows that Joe's been my kid for 4 years. So very happy for him and very happy for his family, and hopefully, as Joe said to me, he says, I also plan to be the first pitch recipient to get a win.
Awesome. And that is really cool that John Bittman is a sponsor and is the one that gave him the ball. So congrats, Joe. We hope to have you pitch that first pitch soon.
Before April.
Now, this weekend, the problems with the weather, of course, they've been far-reaching down as far as Virginia. I know tonight an NBA game might be postponed due to the weather in Atlanta, but you guys were going to play in the Norfolk State Tournament against Iona, Lehigh, and the hosts. That's not looking so great, but you're exploring alternatives. So give me a little bit of an update right now.
Yeah, when you're in this kind of situation, you got to just make do. So Norfolk has snow still on their field. Their tournament's being canceled. They're heading down to Georgia to play, but I don't see how we can get that far. So we're working on a couple of things. SUNY Albany, St. Peter's, a couple of schools have talked to us about where we're going to go, about the possibility of trying to play somewhere in North or South Carolina. But as you just said, I've called a couple of places, and they, North Carolina, Ryan Brennan's from Mooresville, which is right near Charlotte. I had him call his family and find out, and they said it was starting to snow there. So it's just been incredible how far south the snow hit this year, and it's definitely creating some issues.
Absolutely. I know softball here has lost out on a tournament last weekend and this weekend coming up as well. But looking forward, there's no doubt about playing Rutgers next week, hopefully. Well, I'm not going to say that. This is a Northeast team.
Did Rutgers move? I don't know. They're still in Jersey the last time I checked.
Scratch that. We are hoping to play Rutgers next Wednesday. But more importantly, we should absolutely be on the field against North Carolina A&T next weekend because by all accounts the weather has been perfect down there. But as we were just talking about, they have a bit of an advantage. They've been playing outdoors in bright weather and they got a couple games on their belt already.
Right. They already played 3-4 times and would probably play about 7 or 8 times before we actually play them. But at least the forecast does say it's supposed to be in the 50s down there that weekend and pretty much sunshine the whole time. So at least we're going to get out and we're going to play, because the kids are having cabin fever. We have been cooped up inside way too long. It's 25 degrees every day. And the other night, we practice weird hours because to get outdoor places we have no choice. So we practice either 10 to midnight or like 6 in the morning. And the other night we left at midnight and my car said it was 2 degrees outside. So it's just been a mess, and God willing, that'll change.
All right, I hope so too. I know this is a short week on the Knights baseball roundup. We have no teams to preview because as of right now, a lot of unsureness, so we don't know what's going to happen. So next week we will preview the Rutgers game. If that goes ahead, we will definitely preview the weekend tournament or the weekend matchup against the North Carolina A&T. That's about it from us.
And if we should play this weekend, obviously we'll have updates.
Was just about to say, FDUnites.com, obviously you're home for baseball updates, news, information. We will keep you posted. If there's a game this weekend, you'll find it there and on Twitter at FDUnites. And otherwise, that's about it. Short week. Gary, congrats to Joe, and I hope the weather gets better for us.
Let me just thank also all the alumni and all the people that came out that night, because like I said, it was horrible weather, and we had something like 33 alumni there, which is absolutely phenomenal. So to the alumni, I tip my hat. Thank you so much, and please keep continuing to support our kids.
All right, excellent, and best of luck enduring this weather, Gary. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep, hopefully we'll be throwing baseballs instead of snowballs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for watching another report, and see you next week.